Shabbos, everybody. That was unimpressive. Good Shabbos, everybody. All right, that's great. So listen, before we begin, I have had a cold all week. So much so that I have had to change the keys on some of the songs to a much lower keys. So I will need you guys to pick me up when I fall down on this Shabbat Shirah, this Sabbath of song. So if you guys can sing loud and let me know you're there, that would be wonderful, okay? But not so loud that I can't hear myself. So you'll have to figure out what that balance is, right? Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. 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 I can kind of hear you. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine ma tovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad.
Shabbat shalom.
Good Shabbos.
Good evening, good Shabbos. Tonight we have gathered for Shabbat Shirah, the Sabbath of Song. The Torah portion that we read this week, Beshalach, gives us one of the most ancient and powerful hymns in human history, Shirat Hayam, the Song of the Sea. We read, Az Yashir Moshe V'nei Yisrael. Then Moses and the Israelites sang this song to Adonai. It is a moment suspended between terror and triumph, between what was and what might be. A people who had known only degradation, violence, and waiting suddenly find themselves on the far shore of the sea, alive. Our tradition teaches that the Israelites were enslaved in Egypt for 400 years, 4 centuries of waiting, 4 centuries of prayers whispered and cries shouted, 4 centuries of wondering whether redemption was even possible. This week, many of us have been holding another number in our hearts. 834 days, 12 hours, 5 minutes, 59 seconds. 834 days since October 7th. 834 days since the first hostages were taken into Gaza. And now, after all this time, the final hostage, Ron Gvili, has been returned, not alive, but to be buried. There is no neat symmetry between these numbers. 400 years and 834 days are not the same kind of time, but spiritually, emotionally, they feel connected. They both speak the language of waiting. They both speak the language of unbearable uncertainty. They both speak the language of hope stretched almost to breaking. The Torah does not pretend that redemption is clean or simple. Even at the sea, even in the moment of song, the Israelites are not healed people. They are traumatized people who just happen to be alive. The waters have closed behind them, but Egypt has not yet closed inside them. The Midrash teaches something startling, that when the Israelites began to sing at the sea, the angels also wanted to sing, but God silenced them. My creatures are drowning in the sea, and you wish to sing, the Midrash says. Even liberation can carry grief. Even salvation is complicated. Even miracles can leave bodies behind. And that is how this moment feels. We are relieved. Relieved that the long, terrible waiting is over. Relieved that families finally have certainty. Relieved that there are no more names to be counted on that list. And yet, what kind of relief is this when the final return is in a coffin? Many of us feel heartbroken, but not surprised. Numb, but not empty. Grateful for closure, but aching for what might have been. And that's what I imagine the Israelites felt as they crossed the sea. Not pure joy, not pure grief, but something messier. what psychologists might call ambiguous relief, the kind of relief that doesn't lift you up, but simply lets you breathe again. The Torah gives voice to that complexity in the Song of the Sea itself. Adonai is my strength and my song, and God has become my salvation. Notice the grammar in that sentence. Not will be, but has become my salvation. Salvation is not a future promise here. It's a fragile present tense. We are alive now. That is all the certainty that they have. And then just a few verses later, we read, the people heard and trembled. Song and trembling appear in the same poem. Celebration and fear are woven together. The Torah is honest enough to admit that freedom does not erase anxiety. It simply relocates it. And the rabbis noticed something else about this moment. The Mechilta, a book of Midrash on the book of Exodus, points out that at the sea, even the simplest, uneducated Israelites saw more than the greatest prophets ever saw. Revelation burst through the trauma. The sea split not just the water, but reality itself. For a moment, just a moment, the world made sense. And then it didn't. Because the very next stories that we read are about thirst, about hunger, and about the Israelites kvetching over all their miseries. They're about disappointment and fear returning almost immediately. Song does not solve everything. It does interrupt, though, just long enough, the despair, and reminds us that despair cannot and is not the only truth. And that is what I think this Shabbat is asking of us. We are not asked to feel only joy. We are not being asked to feel only grief. We are being asked to stand in the confluence, to hold multiple emotional truths at once without flattening any of them, to be a people who can sing and mourn in the same breath. The psalm that we will sing in just a moment says, Min hametzar karati ya, anani v'merchavya. From the narrow place I called out to God, and God answered me with expansiveness. The Hebrew word metzar means more than distress. It literally means a narrowness or a constriction, a place where there is not enough room to breathe. And that is where the Israelites lived in Egypt. That is where the hostages lived in Gaza. That is where so many families, so many of us, have lived for the past 834 days, trapped between fear and hope, between news alerts and silence. And the answer to the narrowness is not triumph. It is merchav, space, breath, room to exist again as human beings. Not everything is healed. Not everything is resolved. But something has shifted. The waiting has ended. The uncertainty has also ended. And even when the ending breaks our hearts, the ending still matters. There is a line in the Israeli national anthem, Hatikva, that feels especially poignant and heavy tonight. Od lo avda tikvatenu, we sing. Our hope is not yet lost. Not fulfilled, not complete, just not lost. Hope in our tradition is not optimism. It is stubbornness. It is the refusal to surrender the future, even when the present is unbearable. It is the spiritual discipline of continuing to imagine redemption in a world that keeps providing evidence against it. The Talmud teaches us that even if a sharp sword rests on your neck, do not withhold from mercy. It's not a call to denial. It's a call to defiance, a refusal to let suffering have the final word. Shabbat Shirah, this Shabbat, is not about pretending the world is good. It's about remembering the world can change, that seas can split, that narrow places can widen, that people can survive what they thought would destroy them. The Israelites sang because they were alive, not because everything was fixed. We sing for the same reason. We sing because we are still here. We sing because they are all, for the first time since 2014, finally home. We sing because grief needs a melody when words fail. We sing because hope needs a body to live in. And so tonight, as we move into Psalm 118, we do not leave our pain at the door. We bring it with us into the music. We sing from the narrow place. We sing for ones who cannot. And we sing because song itself is an act of resistance against despair. The psalm proclaims, Adonai li lo ira. God is with me, I will not fear. Not because fear is gone, but because fear no longer owns us. May our song tonight be honest. May it be cracked and trembling. May it carry grief and gratitude together. And may it widen the narrow places in our hearts just enough for hope to breathe.
Min hamitzar karatia anani v'merchavya min hamitzar karatia anani v'merchavya anani 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 v'merchavya anani anani v'merchavya min hamitzar karatia anani v'merchavya.
As we move out of the narrowness of the past week into the space of Shabbat, into this time of Shabbat where we truly have the ability to breathe, to rest and reflect and renew ourselves, to open ourselves up to the heart of the world, we bring light into creation. And so as we turn to page 120, Zahavid, I'd like to invite you to come and kindle our Sabbath lights.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner Shel Shabbat.
We turn now in our prayer books to page 130 as we enter into Kabbalat Shabbat, our service for welcoming Shabbat, as we begin to truly sing joyously together, Lechu Niranena.
Okay, so you may not know this melody, but you can still clap. Lechu niranena, lechu niranena, lechu niranena, l'Adonai. Lechu niranena, lechu niranena, lechu niranena, l'Adonai. Naria, naria, litzor yishenu, nekadma fana betoda. Naria, naria, litzor yishenu, bismirot naria lo. Lechu niranena, lechu niranena, lechu niranena, l'Adonai. 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 We continue with Shir Chadash, singing a new song. Shiru l'Adonai, kol Chadash. Shiru Adonai Kol Haaretz. Shiru Adonai Shir Chadash. Sing unto God all the earth a new song. I will sing unto God a new song. Sing unto God and we'll all sing along. All the earth a new song unto God. Shiru Adonai Kol Haaretz. Shiru Adonai Shir Chadash. It's all you guys. Go ahead. Chadash.
Page 138, we prepare to welcome in the Sabbath bride with the singing of Lecha Dodi.
I know you guys know the melody now. Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala V'nei Shabbat Nekabela Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala V'nei Shabbat Nekabela Itoreri Kiva Oret Umi Ore Shedaberi Kvod Adonai Alayik Nigla Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala V'nei Shabbat Nekabela Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala Shabbat nekabela oi v'shalom ateret ba'ala gam besimcha uvetzola toch emone am segula boi kala lechan dodi lekrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela lechan dodi lekrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela Yitkadash Shemei Rabbah
Amen.
V'yalmad yivarach Rutei v'yamlich malchutei b'chayechon uvyom bechon uv'chayei techol beit Yisrael bagala uvizman kariv immeru amen Yehei Shemei Rabbah mevorach le'alam u'lalmei almaya yitbarach ve'yishtabach ve'yitpa'ar ve'yitramam ve'yitnaseh ve'yitadar ve'yitaleh ve'yitalal Shemei de'kudesha berichu le'ela min kol berkata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechemata miran be'alma v'immeru amen. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Barechu et Adonai Amorah. Baruch Adonai Amorah Le'olam va'ed Le'olam va'ed Yalalai lai lai 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 Am I awake? Am I prepared? Sing with me. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Roll into night, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. mibneo. Roll into dark, roll into light. Night becomes day, day turns to night. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'ma'ariv ha'aravi.
We take a moment now as we transition into these next words, words that we find in our Torah. Ask everybody to close your eyes. Take a deep cleansing breath, breathing in all that is good and high and holy. Having heard the songs thus far, listening for the song that you hold within inside of yourselves, the song that comes from that still small voice, the song that connects us to that which is one, that which is eternal, that which is our God.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha ve'hayu ha'devarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam Beshivtecha, beveitecha, uvelechtecha, vaderech, uveshochpecha, uvekumecha, ukshartam leot al yadecha, vehayuletotafot beinenecha, uktavtam al mezuzot beitecha, uvisharecha, lema'an tizkeru, Va'asitem et kol mitzvotai, v'item kedoshim le'Elohechem. Ani Adonai Elohechem, asher hotzeiti etchem me'eretz Mitzrayim, liot lachem le'Elohim. Ani Adonai Elohechem. Adonai Elohechem Emet.
We turn to page 157 as we read these words responsively. Standing on the parted shores of history, we still believe what we were taught before ever we stood at Sinai's foot. That there is no way to get from here to there except by joining hands and marching together.
To sing these songs of freedom is all I ever have. Redemption song, redemption song. Oh, Malechutcha, Raouf Fanecha, Bokeh Ayam. Name Moshe Miriam, oh Eli, Anu Be'amiru, Adonai Lo, sing it. These songs of freedom, it's all I ever had. Redemption song. We have to try that again. So here we go. We're going to stop for a second. I feel like I have to teach you this. It's very important. So Bob Marley, Rabbi Marley, wrote this beautiful melody. And there's this part at the end. And it goes, won't you help to sing? And so you guys are supposed to sing then. And it's not happening. So, and there's this other thing. And I felt very bad for the rabbi because he was like all over it. And he goes... And none of you did it. So we're going to learn how to do this. Well, the kids over there. It is Shabbat Shirah. This is a great time to learn the song. So first of all, we're all going to sing this. It's going to go like this. Won't you help to sing? Great. That was good. We're going to put it together. Yeah. Okay. You guys ready? Okay, here we go. 2, 3, and...
Won't you help to sing?
Now you got to keep going. Songs of freedom, all I ever had. Redemption song. What is it? Redemption song. I can't hear you. Redemption song. Redemption song. Baruch atah Adonai Ga'al Yisrael. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom Amidenu shomrenu lechaim. Let's sing it again. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom Amidenu shomrenu lechaim. Spread the shelter of your peace over us. Guide us in wisdom, compassion, and trust. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom Amidenu shomrenu lechaim. Spread the shelter for the sake of your name. Shield us from hatred, sorrow, and pain. Ashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu l'shalom Amidenu shomrenu
We turn now to these words from Torah that remind us as we sing them each week that when we keep Shabbat, when we mark this day, it has the ability to keep us as well and renew our souls.
But before we sing the V'shamro, I feel like we need to practice this so we don't have to stop in the middle. And you know how very serious I am about this. So it's a fantastic Hebrew word, and it begins with a W, which is how you know it's Hebrew. And it goes, woo! Okay, so there's a little spot in there, and I want to hear your best woo on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. That was pretty good. And for this group over there that actually wants to show this group over here what you're supposed to do with your body, you guys want to try it? So 1, 2, 3. That's good. So I realize that some of this side is far less comfortable with the woos. But you have to make up for it on this side. Okay, ready? ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לתורתם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לתורתם ברית עולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לתורתם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ. שמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לתורתם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת vayinafash. Everybody take a deep breath. Shamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, Masot et ha-Shabbat leToratam b'rit olam.
We turn now in our prayer books to page 164 as we rise for the tefillah.
Yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai. Yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai, yalla lai lai lai. Adonai sifatai tiftach, ufi yagid ilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Shalom Rab al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rab al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rab al Yisrael Amcha Tasim כי אתה מלך אדום לכל השלום. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. לטוב בעיניך לברך את עמך ישראל בכל עת ובכל שעה בשלומך. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. שלום רב על ישראל עמך תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם. תשים לעולם.
Page 362 for Seder Kriyat Torah Shabbat, our service for the reading of Torah on Shabbat. Please rise.
אין כמוך ואלוהים אדוני, ואין כמעשיך, מלכותך מלכות כל עולמים, וממשלתך בכל דור ודור. אדוני מלך, אדוני מלך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. אדוני עוז לעמו ייתן, אדוני יברך את עמו בשלום. Av harakamim etiva bertzioncha et Zion tibne chomot Yerushalayim tibne chomot Yerushalayim kivecha levad batachdu Melech el Ram v'nisa Adon olamim Ki mitzion tetzei Torah Ki mitzion tetzei Torah Udevar Adonai mirushalayim Baruch shenatan Torah Torah Baruch shenatan Torah Torah Le'amo Yisrael b'kedushato Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Echad Eloheinu Gadol Adonenu Kadosh Shemo Gadlul Adonai Itiv Uneromima Shemo Yachdav.
And as our ancestors sang and danced their way through the sea, we sing and dance and celebrate our Torah. So you are welcome, if you wish, to join Dylan in processing with the Torah. These words together, words inspired by Miriam, the Neviah, the prophetess.
And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one who we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced and danced the whole night long. And Miriam was a weaver of unique variety. The tapestry she wove was one which sang out history. With every strand and every thread she crafted her delight. A woman touched with spirit, she dances toward the light. And the children dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women danced, they danced the whole night long. And Miriam stood upon the shores and gazed across the sea. The wonder of this miracle she soon came to believe. Whoever thought the sea would part with an outstretched hand, and we would pass to freedom and march to promised land. And the children dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang a song. Sing a to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and their children dance, they dance it all night long. And Miriam the prophet took her timbrel in her hand, and all the women followed her just as she had planned. And Miriam raised her voice in song. She sang with praise and might. We've just lived through a miracle. We're going to dance tonight. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she danced her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women dance, they dance the whole night long. And the women dancing with their timbrels followed Miriam as she sang her song. Sing a song to the one whom we've exalted. Miriam and the women dance, they dance the whole night long. Close the arc.
We are on Parshat Beshalach, as I mentioned earlier in the service, and included in Beshalach is the Song of the Sea, Shirat Hayam, which, when we lift the Torah in just a few moments, you will see that it is written in a very particular way to sort of mirror or demonstrate or show to us the Torah, the word splitting apart as the sea splits apart, with our ancestors walking down the center of it. But not only do we see the difference when we read these words of crossing the sea, we also hear the difference. And there are numerous times during the year, mostly on holidays, on holy days, where the trope, where the cannellation changes for those specific days, and Shirat Hayam is one of them. And what we'll hear as Mike is chanting it is that each time that the Torah has God's name in it, when we hear the ineffable name of God, as we will read it, Adonai, the trope changes in celebration, celebrating God's victory over Pharaoh and the Egyptians. We will bless the Torah together tonight, singing these words. Baruch hu et Adonai hamvorach,
Baruch Adonai Baruch Le'olam Va'ed. Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam, Asher Bachar Banu Mikol Amim, Benatan Lanu Et Torato. Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah. Az Yasher Moshe U'bnei Yisrael Et Hashira Azot L'Adonai Vayamru Le'mor Ashira L'Adonai Ki Goga'a Sus Ferok Vo Rama Vayam Ozi V'zimracha Vayhili Lishua Ze'eli V'yanvehu Elohei Aviv Arom Amenhu Adonai Ish Milchama Adonai Shemo Mi Chamocha Bailim Adonai Mi Chamocha Nedar Bakodesh Norati Lod Osefele Baruch Atah Adonai Eloheinu Melech HaOlam Asher Natan Lanu Torah Temet V'chayei Olam Nata B'tochenu Baruch Atah Adonai Noten HaTorah.
With our hearts opened by those words of Torah, we take a moment as we think of members of our community who are ill. Some are in the hospital, some are at home recovering, some have diseases and illnesses from which they may never recover. This week we think especially of Brenda Shapiro, Ed Waldner, Chana ben Michael Halevi, Kimberly Klein, Rick Paler, Sam Goldberg, Janine Altman, Eddie Friedman, Stan Katz, Harvey Zweier, Brooke Jacobs, Jack Elkin, Sheila Schneiderman, Ruth Friedman, Andrew Portier, Leah Miriam Bat-Rivka, Adam Shafran, Sharon Zuspin, Frank Scala, Bert Singerman, Audrey DeShetler, Eileen Zukos, Eleanor Hochberg, Sam Mishkoff, Ruth Golden, Sylvan Golden, Marty Levine, Gail Rosenblatt, Harriet Jacobs, Nancy Nichols, Chana Rivka Bat Yosefa, Lauren Kernis, Joe Radowski, Ethel Rubenstein, Arlene Silver, Stan Israev, Sheila Fagis, Stacy Ford, Sandra Slovin, Gary Swartz, Carolyn Eisenhart, Brian Berger, Yael Bat David Valea, Jill Van Team, Mateo Velazquez, Max Jacobs, and Kathy Waldner. If you are thinking of someone who is in need of a prayer of healing on this Shabbat, I invite you to share their name with the community as my eyes meet yours, or if you're joining us online this evening, to add their name at this time to the chat. We think of all those we've named and all those we hold in our hearts as we ask for God's healing blessing to be with them. We also ask God to watch over victims of violence around the world. May they be blessed with healing, hope, and love. And we ask God to watch over those who care for the sick each day. May their hands and their hearts be blessed with wisdom, compassion, love, and support. As we ask God to watch over all of them and all of us with this blessing of healing. Page 371, we sing together.
Mi sheberach avotenu mekor habracha leimotenu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mekor habracha leavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen.
We turn now in our prayer books to page 370 as we rise to lift the Torah in Hagbah.
V'zot haTorah asher sam Moshe lifnei bnei Yisrael v'tim Adonai b'yad Moshe. Ozi v'zimrat yad vayli Yeshua, Ozi, Vezimrat Yad, Vaili, Yeshua, Ozi, Vezimrat Yad, Vaili, Yeshua, Ozi, Vezimrat Yad, Bezimraya, Vaile Leshua, Ozi, Bezimraya, Vaile Leshua, Ozi, Bezimraya, Vaile Leshua, Ozi, Bezimraya, Vaile Leshua.
We remain standing as we turn to page 586 for Aleinu.
Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon ha'kol, latet gedula liotze breshit, shehu notesh shamayim v'yosed haaretz, umoshav yikaro b'shamayim mima'al, ushchinat uzo begove meromim, Eloheinu enod, v'anachnu korim, umishtachavim umodim, Lifnei melech malchei hamlachim, hakadosh baruch hu, v'ne'emar v'haya Adonai, lemelech al kol haaretz, bayom hahu, hiye Adonai echad, ushemo echad.
Yesh kochavim she'oram magia arza, rak ka'asher hem atzmam avdu ve'enam. There are stars up above, so far away we only see their light long, long after the star itself is gone. And so it is with people that we loved. Their memories keep shining ever brightly, though their time with us is done. But the stars that light up the darkest night, these are the lights that guide us. As we live our days, these are the ways we remember. Our thoughts now turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people whose graves are unmarked, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, we meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. At this sacred moment of our Shabbat evening worship, we think longingly and lovingly of those taken from us both recently and at this season in years past. We are in a period of Shiva, the first 7 days since their funerals of Esther Fox, Joe Hirsch, and Ron Gvili. And we are in a period of Shloshim, the first 30 days since their funerals of Barbara London, Robert Keegan, Robert F. Lehrman, and Roger Margolis. And we mark the Yartzites, the anniversary of their passing on this Shabbat, of Arnold Foreman, Claire Berger, Emmerich Waldner, Ernest Kleinfeld, Kinya Ilieva, Joseph Siegel, Louis Kaplan, Morris Miller, Nathan Peiss, Oscar Ozzie Block, Ralph Turry, Rose Rothenberg, Scott Barr, Tracy Kurzweil, Violet Montrose Jacobs, Zachary Mishkoff, George Yedvarb, and Thomas Mahone. If you are remembering someone on this Shabbat, I invite you to share their name with the community as my eyes meet yours, or if you're joining us online, to add their name at this time to the chat. Zichronam livracha. May all of their memories continue to be a blessing. As we link the memories of all those we have named to the memory of the millions of our people who have no one to say Kaddish for them, rising as one community, we turn in our prayer books to page 598 to praise the source of life with the words of Kaddish. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, ve'alma divrach rutei v'yamlik malchutei, B'chayechon uvyomechon u'chayei dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agala uvizman kariv v'imru. Amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach leolam lamei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh v'yithadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shmei d'kudsha b'richu Le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata tushbechata v'nechimata ta'amiran b'alma v'imru amen Shlama Rabba min Shemaya v'chayim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen Oseh shalom b'imromav Huya aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn, and comfort to all the bereaved here and everywhere with the blessing of peace. As together we all say, Amen.
Oseh shalom b'imromav, Huya aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'yimeru amen.
Our closing song is on the similar idea of how we opened, that one day we can leave the narrow places, be out in the open spaces. One day there will be peace, one day there will be blessings, one day love, one day wholeness, one day.
Sometimes I lay under the moon and thank God I'm breathing. Then I pray, don't take me soon, 'cause I'm here for a reason. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it will all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. It's not about win or lose, 'cause we lose and they friend the balance of the innocent, blood-drenched pavement. Keep on moving though the waters stay raging. In this maze you can lose your way. Your way might drive you crazy, but don't let it faze you. No way, no way. Sometimes in my tears I drown, but I never let it get me down. So when negativity surrounds, I know someday it'll all turn around, because all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more wars, and our children will play one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. One day this all will change. Treat people the same. Stop with the violence, down with the hate. One day we'll all be free and proud to be under the same sun, singing songs of freedom like one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day. 'Cause all my life I've been waiting for, I've been praying for the people to say that we don't want to fight no more. There'll be no more war, and our children will play one day, one day, one day, one day, one day, one day.
Everyone,
Shabbos.
it was wonderful being here with all of you today. Just a few brief announcements, and as I mentioned last week, you can now see them up behind me, so for your sake and mine. I'm not going to read all of them. But a few things I want to point out. First and foremost, at this moment, right now, everything that is scheduled for this weekend is happening this weekend. If the weather weathers, we'll send out an email and we'll put it on Facebook. But as of this moment, if you are planning on being here at any of our programs this weekend, we look forward to seeing you at our programs this weekend, including our youth group event and lock-in tomorrow evening, and our annual Tu B'Shvat Seder this Sunday night at 6:30. This week also marks the beginning of a really important, really special series that we are proud to be coordinating and hosting on parenting issues. The first one, The Art of Listening and Repairing Conflict, is this Tuesday night. It's in cooperation with JF&CS and a number of other organizations in Atlanta, and we are so happy to be hosting it and coordinating it. So please, if you want to talk about listening, repairing conflict, if you have children, if you know children, it's a good topic to talk about. If you know other people, listening is a good thing to understand. So more information is in the e-blast. It was sent out. It's on our Facebook page. There is still time to RSVP. Then, Men's Club is going to a hockey game on Wednesday. And the other really exciting thing that I want to mention is next Saturday night. Next Saturday night, we have an amazing program and an amazing evening planned. Rabbi Michael Lapidus and Melvin Miles will be joining us. They are an incredible musical duo who will bring their own music, their own...
You just have to show up.
You have to be here. Men's Club is going to be sponsoring a cooking dinner. Sisterhood is sponsoring the concert, Havdalah, as well. Our friends from Johns Creek United Methodist Church will be joining us. It's going to be an amazing evening. There is still time to RSVP. Please go on to the e-blast, click the link, and let us know you're coming. It's really important you let us know so that Men's Club can grill enough hot dogs and hamburgers and veggie burgers.
I want to also say it's possible that Dylan may be singing too.
Dylan may be singing also. That's news to me.
If you haven't heard him sing, you also need to come for that too.
So please join us next Saturday night. We have a lot more coming up into the spring. Our Tom and Beverly Mahone Enrichment Shabbat is in March. The Bayberry String Quartet is also at the end of March. Pesach, the Gala, Purim, which comes before that. And in May, a concert from our very own Mike Zuspin. So please keep an eye out on Facebook, our website, the email, all the things that we use to communicate with you, because we hope to see you at all of our services, events, and programs over the next weeks and months. Special thank you this evening. It is our new member welcome Shabbat. We had dinner with many of our new members before the service began, and I want to thank Leslie Fox, who unfortunately couldn't be here this evening, but who helped plan it, along with Robin Jacober, Ellen Mayo, and Lisa Ram, who helped set up for it and really make sure it happened ahead of time, for ensuring a success of our new member dinner. And also welcome again to all of our new members, those of you who have joined CDT in the past number of months. We are so glad that you are here choosing to be part of our congregational family. We are going to conclude our service tonight before we go into an Orneg Shabbat together to continue celebrating Shabbat with Kiddush and Motzi and a closing benediction. I'm going to ask all of our young people who have not yet celebrated becoming a bar or bat mitzvah to join Mike and I on the bima. While they are coming up here, I want to thank Drew, our bass player, Nick, our drum player, for the phenomenal music tonight. Thank Mike for putting together a fantastic, musical lineup of liturgy and service tonight. It was so spiritually uplifting for me. I know it was for many of you as well. But so we now that they all have their grape juice, we turn to page 123 and we rise for Kiddush.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho b'avav uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron l'maaseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila l'mikra kodesh, zecher letziat mitzrayim, ki vanu v'acharta, be'otanu kidashta, mikol ha'amim, v'shabbat kodshecha, v'ava u'v'ratzon hinchalatanu, Baruch atah Adonai, mekadesh ha-shabbat. L'chaim.
We uncover the challah as we sing together.
Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is said. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. B'tei avon. Everybody take a piece.
And as they are taking the first piece of challah on behalf of all of us, we put our arms over and around each other as we ask for your blessing on one another.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Come on, guys.
Stay right here. Stay. Come on. Yevarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you and keep you safe.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chuneka.
May the light of God's smiling face shine upon you and be kind and loving to you.
Yisa Adonai, panav elecha v'yasem lecha shalom.
And may you always be blessed with the most precious of all gifts, the gifts of shalom, of health and happiness, of joy and peace. As together we all say, Amen.
Amen.
Shabbat shalom.
Good Shabbos.